Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. I hope that you are enjoying the finally fall temperatures. I mean, we're finally having temperatures, at least during the day, in the 40s, even though it's with clouds and rain. And the one thing that doesn't look quite right when you look outside is the fact that everything is still quite green. Here we are on Tuesday, October the 16th, and we want those leaves to start changing colors. And for that, I'm bringing in an expert who knows a lot about that. We have Tamera Walkingstick from the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture joining us on Skype. Thank you so much for joining us, Tamera. How are you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I would be a lot better if I could look outside and I could see the oranges and the reds and the yellows vibrant in the trees. But I assume that I have to be a little bit more patient. Is that right?
Just a few more days. I think some trees are already changing color. If you'll notice, some of the black gums are already burgundy. So it's coming. All
right, now, and I mess this up all the time. Is it the silver maples or the maples that are already been showing some color already?
The maples are showing color already. The black gums are showing color already. Some sycamores are showing some color.
All right. So what we want to know from you, because of I wouldn't call it strange weather, although Arkansas weather is always strange in my opinion, but we had a wet summer, and
yes.
we had an incredibly wet September, and now we've got a wet October. What are these the ingredients we need for vibrant fall colors? Because the past years have been terrible, in my opinion. How are we looking this year?
Well, we need things to dry down. What really makes for good color are cold, clear nights, a little dryness, not a lot of wind, and not a lot of rain.
Those are the pros.
Those are the pros.
Yeah. Now, so freezing temperatures, that's a con. That's what we don't want, right?
Right. What the freezing temperature will do, it'll make that leaf go ahead and fall off before it goes through all the different color changes.
We don't have drought. I think that's safe to say. But
that's clear.
I mean, we've had several inches of rain this month. Is it too much rain?
It could be, just in that it knocks the leaves off of the tree. Mm-hmm. You want those sugars. It's sugars in the leaves that cause the color change. So a little bit of dryness will make those sugar colors kind of pop out. And if it just stays too wet, it might, and then all of a sudden it gets cold, the leaves just might fall off the tree, and then we're done. And
abundant sunlight, which looking outside today, good luck on that.
That's what we really need. We need some abundant sunlight.
All right. So where do we stand right now in your predictions? How's it gonna look here? Do you think that we're gonna have a good season?
You know, I wish I could tell you for sure, but it is kind of gearing up that way. I mean, we're already seeing some slow color change. A lot of times what happens, it changes really rapidly, and we don't have time to enjoy it. So maybe we have a few weeks for things before it really gets that first frost, and we should have some good color. It's going to be sporadic, of course, just wherever you are in the state, because of the different tree species that we have.
So some places are going to be a lot better than others, is what you're saying.
Some places are a lot better than others.
Do you think it's going to be better than past years?
Last year was kind of a strange year. It was like all one species of trees went ahead and turned one day, and then the next day or next week another species turned, instead of them all changing at the same time. Maybe we're getting set up so everything will change at the same time, and then you'll have the whole spectrum of colors.
All right. So in the Ozarks, I know a lot of people like to take weekend trips up to the Ozarks to look at the fall colors. Traditionally, when should we? It's like what you mentioned. We've already have some color now, but when would be the best weekend? You don't have to tell me which one, but the end of October, the beginning of November, middle of November. When do you think that the Ozarks are going to be prime?
Probably the end of October. Now, don't put your money on that, but probably the end of October would be a good time to go and see.
Okay. And what about central, western Arkansas? You got the Ouachita Mountains, some beautiful hilly country around there. What do you think the time frame for that?
I'm going to to say about the same time. There's not that much difference, frankly, between, the Ozarks and the Ouachitas. The thing that the Ouachitas has going for them is all the pine trees, and that kind of really stands out against the golds and the oranges and the reds. So green is still a color, even though it doesn't change. It kind of adds to the whole spectrum.
Evergreens.
Evergreens, yes.
And the rest of the state, southern and eastern Arkansas, usually a little bit later.
A little bit later, mid-November.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of see.
All right. Well, Tamera, thank you so much for joining us. That's Tamera Walkingstick with the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture. Thank you so much for doing this Skype interview today.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.